There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity.
Alright, let's get into it. Yo, what up, nerds?
What's up, A&E fam?
Welcome back to another episode of the Nerdcast podcast, and we have a new host joining us, joining the Nerdverse team, and it just so happens to be my cousin, Isaiah.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome. Happy to have you.
Isaiah's a fellow nerd, probably bigger nerd than me in some aspects. Spectrum. We all got to have our pieces that we just hone in on at times.
Right.
But tonight we're gonna go with some video games for our topic for tonight. We're gonna go over the video game awards that just passed last week. And let's go ahead and let Wisconsin take it away with that. I hear you wanted to talk a little bit about God of War since that won a bunch of awards.
Yeah, that I finished the game. Almost got it 100% completed. The whole everything about it is just so perfectly done. It's everything I really wanted from the sequel to the first one. And like the way they very much stuck true to what that like remake of, or not, I guess the renewed version of God of War is. Like,
let's say you said the first one. I was like,
yeah, the 2018 first one. Man, like that game, it blew me away. Like it still feels the same, but like the new aspects they added to it almost make it feel like an entirely new game in and of itself. Because let's see, God of War won Best Performance with our boy Christopher Judd, and
saw that
long speech. Hey, Junior! Couldn't stay humble.
8 minutes to be exact. If you go on YouTube.
Yeah. Someone had to be up there holding like a sign, be like, does he not see the warning sign? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
He kept flaming him about it.
Right.
He like kept poking fun about it.
And then like, dude, the narrative, 100%, like the whole story behind it is, oh man, I don't know how to really put it in words other than that it brings God of War into a different light than what everybody saw. It was like what everybody saw in those early days, where it was a bunch of gore, not a whole bunch of narrative, and it just was like depending on the violence of the video game and kind of how simple it was.
Are you saying at Kratos in a different light, and he's not just a meathead?
Exactly. Yep.
You know, I might grow to think he might have some kind of intelligence.
So, I myself am not a father. I do have a fur baby, but like nothing compared to a human child. But like playing as Kratos, where you have a son, and the way the kid talks to you, I'm like, oh God, you little. It's just like, man, like, is this what it's really like? Like this person you helped bring into this world is just gonna cock back at you at any moment, and it's just like,
Cherish.
They get angry when you're trying to help them and only do what's right, and they're like, it's not good enough, and it's like, cool.
Yeah, like that. In a nutshell.
Yeah, the story is super well done. Great job continuing characters from the from the 2018 game, and then adding in the extra ones that like needed to make it like what it was. Like, for example, one of my favorite characters is a one-eyed squirrel.
Oh,
He walks on 2 legs, talks like a human, and he's awesome. Like one of my favorite new characters of a video game I've had in a bit.
does he have a cane? I'm picturing One-Eyed Squirrel with a cane.
I wish he had a cane. That would have been amazing. But no.
Squirrel.
But yeah, like sound, the score and the soundtrack, perfect. Like it's a great combo of just like the classic kind of Star Wars orchestra almost.
Oh.
Where it's just like, ooh, it gets you. Like you get like it kind of got some goosebumps from it.
Yeah.
And then, action adventure, of course, winning that because they're great at that. And like the audio design, man, when some of the characters talk, like there's the giant world serpent in this game. And when it talks, it actively shakes the world because it's so massive. Oh. And the reverberations from it and the bass of his voice is just like, ooh, that's crispy. I like that. And when you have it like with headphones and noise canceling, you're just like, ooh.
There's also, I don't know if you played any of the side quests yet. When you're in hell, remember that in 2018 God of War, when you go to hell and you see that owl or a bird all the way in the background.
Yep.
If you play one of the side quests, you wind up talking to that bird, and it's kind of like the world serpent, where it's like, and I was like, oh, like this is
right.
Wow, it's so hot of how they did that.
Yep, I did that mission. That was badass. Yeah. And that bird, like it talks and it has an attitude. Your kid translates it and is like, so he's really angry at.
Yeah,
I have both games, so I'm gonna I played like 25% of the 2018 one. So I might just finish that and then.
Now, is that on normal?
It's definitely
on normal.
It's definitely gonna be on normal.
I always play on not give me God of War, but the one under.
I'm old.
I always play.
I don't play on hard anymore. I have nothing to prove anymore. I don't have.
So I mean, my first run through, I did the
story mode. That's what I'm a story mode driven person.
That's what I did with my first playthrough, and then when I want a challenge, I'm just gonna up it. And
I mean, I will play it after I beat it on normal.
All right.
Also I probably won't beat the whole thing because I'll just get bored. I'll keep coming back to it and playing it and trying to play the bosses on seeing what they are on extreme and hardcore modes and whatnot. But if it's not like Call of Duty, I'm probably just gonna play on normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. And props to Elden Ring for winning Game of the Year. I personally obviously have a bias towards God of War. I think that probably could have won Game of the Year. But I also haven't played Elden Ring, so I can't speak to that. So I'm one of those people.
Won Game of the Year, but
yeah, I played.
Sorry, I mean,
but I hadn't played God of War, so can't really judge.
Yeah, I have to. But it's different, man. Like if you grew up with Kratos since PS2.
Yeah.
They know it's just your heart is always going to be, no matter what. Doesn't matter what game comes out. You're like, that has to be game. It has to be Game of the Year.
Like, man, like the dedication to what that is and what it was. All the games are so good. I love every single one of them. Totally, I understand people that are like, "Yo, these games are too gory for me. I'm not about all the violence." I'm like,
I
fair.
know somebody like that.
But that's where the 2018 and the newest one, Ragnarok, come into play because they're not as gory. Like they're violent and there's aspects of the gore, but it is more about you understanding who Kratos is and trying to get that understanding of what it's like to be a father. But
more of a philosophical level and a softer
Definitely.
having to be a father.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
The kid's kind of tearing down those brutal walls.
Definitely. Because he gets so can't even say soft. He's trying to be better for his son.
Yeah,
he changes as a man. He very much changes as a man.
And you see that.
Reason
and
to
especially
more than just fighting and
and
itself into deaths.
And like, dude, them, and I was like, and I'm so glad that they covered this when they made Ragnarok, because I didn't know if they were really going to. They actually show you Kratos' wife, and like their interactions with each other, and how she was that big catalyst to him like becoming who he is in these new games. So it was phenomenal, truly phenomenal. I love that game. I'll probably play it again soon because I'm in a game window right now.
I need New Game Plus to come out for me to play it over again. It's not even out yet, but
yeah,
I need new armor and everything. So I'll do it again. I did the first one the same, but 100% it already in 2 weeks. And I'm like, all right, well, now what? I gotta go back to my other games, I guess.
Yeah, I just reinstalled Dragon Age Inquisition because I was like, might as well.
I was like, oh, you're gonna make me do it. That's one
of
the
you should do it.
But so before we move on to what you wanted to talk about, Zay, what was Al Pacino there? Can anyone? Bueller?
And I quote, I don't play video games.
but I watch my grandkids. They play the video games, and I must say it's beautiful.
I'm trying to picture Al Pacino's agent sitting there, and someone from the Game Awards is like, "Hey, here's this." He's like, I mean, I'll show it to him. He'll probably say no. Shows it to Pacino. He's like, yeah, why not?
His grandkids probably saw it before he could say no.
Like, do it.
Yeah. Hey, I mean,
for all we know, that was his grandkid up there when Elden Ring was talking about.
It was so poorly done because he couldn't even read the teleprompter. They didn't account for
him. They didn't account for him.
On Al Pacino of all people.
Yeah.
I get. He was 100% like a backup host. He had to have been. Like it's like the other person had to back out at the last minute. Like, yo, I have the flu or something. I can't like speak and be around people. They're like, oh,
he couldn't have been the backup. That's a kid that one of his grandkids worked there, and like, I can get my granddad to do it. Who is your granddad, Al Pacino?
Like that?
Yeah. You get a bonus. But you wanted to talk about multiplayer of the year?
Yeah.
I hear you were pretty happy about that.
It's pretty it's pretty disappointing, man. Like, it's so disappointing because even though it wasn't like a presentation of, hey, now we're gonna announce the game of the year. It was just one of those things that was like, game of the year is, and it was like the list. But at the same time, I'm still looking at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Platoon 3.
It's a shoo-in for
and I think people, I don't know. I heard, I don't know about Splatoon 3, but I heard that it was just on Nintendo and that's it.
Yep.
Just
so that's not fair.
Nintendo credibility.
And it's a shame because I'm online and I don't know if our votes count or not, but I'm like, oh, Call of Duty, like I'm literally voting, and it's funny because I was like, oh, I want God of War to win.
Yeah.
And then Call of Duty loses, and I'm like, what the hell? I do love that God of War 1-6. That's awesome, but
yeah, very
good. What is it? Best multiplayer. Don't know what Splatoon 3 is, but and I think people voted for, I guess maybe because it's been out longer and Call of Duty just came out. I don't know.
No, well, Call of Duty's been out for a long time, but it's just Splatoon. I mean, I was telling my other buddy, don't underestimate Nintendo Nation. They have their fans are deep.
Yeah, super true.
You got people that
Yeah.
You got the parents that swear by parents and friends and stuff that swear by Nintendo.
Yeah.
The Pokemon players, the Mario players, the
Let's
Splatoon.
not talk about Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm bitter.
Kids, we'll talk. Bro, we're gonna Pokemon.
Nintendo.
They just pass it down. Also, they passed Nintendo down. I feel
Yeah.
more easier than it is to pass down, a passion for PlayStation because Nintendo has that kid area, more kid friendly colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Splatoon, I remember reading this in the fall when Splatoon 3 came out. They were anticipating this hardcore, like it was a big deal. It like was all over IGN and other websites. Like for like a week, they were talking about it, like before it came out and when it came out. So
yeah,
I don't know much about it myself. I know they have characters in Smash Brothers. So if you're in the Smash Brothers rock, you're pretty Nintendo worthy, and you have a solid fan base. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, for example,
the argument I can think
like this is where we know how much deep of their fan base is because, for example, they outsold which console, PS3 or something, PS4. Remember their numbers was high. I don't know if you ever seen that. Like the numbers was like outrageous.
They sold the PS4.
Like,
they sold the PS4.
Yeah, oversold. Yeah, like and Xbox as well.
Which which gen?
Yeah.
But yeah,
but they was number one, and Xbox PlayStation, and then Xbox was. But it was just like, wow, really? Like they're really. So you would. It's like a silent fan base.
Yeah.
silent but deadly fan base.
That describes a full room of Nintendo people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge Nintendo fan.
Oh yeah,
always be because I'm a Smash Brothers warrior for life.
Definitely.
But I love Zelda. Currently, I pick it up every once in a while when I'm traveling, and I play Breath of the Wild. I need to finish it. I'll finish it here soon, probably on our next road trip. But yeah, I always fall back on a Nintendo game and just play it, and especially because it's portable. I thought the Switch has the potential to be one of the
oh my god.
So you're the one who voted for Zelda for most anticipated?
Oh no! I don't think Zelda's I don't think it's most anticipated ever.
It should have been Hogwarts. It should have been Hogwarts.
It should have, and that I have my own gripe with that because that's my most anticipated game.
Because I was like, oh yeah, that's Hogwarts all the way. I mean, we've seen Resident Evil 4 remake. Everybody's excited about that. That's yes.
Spoiled with Zelda, Resident Evil, and stuff. Like
Hogwarts is the
I heard of Hogwarts
game.
Yeah.
Even though they don't have multiplayer, and that breaks my heart.
Yeah, but like you could be a dark wizard. Like, are you kidding me?
That's,
yes.
and like I'm like
massive, and then you have the spectrum where you could be good or evil. And
I'm gonna cause some chaos.
And not only that, I'm sorry.
Not
only that, you can get forbidden spells.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are you kidding, yo?
Yep, and they give
and then you could.
We're gonna do a deep dive episode on the Hogwarts Legacy. I've been meaning to do that. I've been so busy lately, but yeah, I want to. Before that game comes out, we're gonna do a hardcore deep dive on it.
And going back to the portable thing really quick, just to make everybody here feel old and anybody watching feel old, the PSP came out 18 years ago. Yesterday. The first major high def handheld gaming systems.
Shut up. Dude, don't say numbers like that.
I was like
to make look, what is this hurting now? Like you just it hurts. I'm sore now.
God, man.
Ben gay.
I still have my PSP somewhere around this house. But like, man, that I was like, oh my god.
The Game Gear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Game Gear too.
We're getting too old. We're losing people.
Ooh.
All right. So speaking of anticipated games, I heard you were anticipating Tekken.
I am.
Yeah.
Tekken is always fun.
That's and it's funny because I keep up with Tekken as much as I can. I seen their series, which is awesome on Netflix. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But then
a little bit,
a
little funny, but it was great.
Yeah, but then for them to get that Unreal Engine, congrats for that. That's the biggest engine. If you have that,
ever impressive.
Your game is going to be amazing. Yeah. And then for them to show the veins and the muscle popping, it's going to be something. It's going to be something. It might be, I don't know. I got to look up the Street Fighter. I got to look at it again because it looks like you can create your character, and it's more so like kind of an open world thing.
I'm in. I get to create. That's my favorite thing of any game. Creating a character.
Get back in on it.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, Street Fighter. Street Fighter looks amazing. Tekken looks awesome. Like I said, I try to keep up with Tekken. Every time I watch this series or I play their game, I'm like, who's this now? Here comes the new challenger. Who is this?
What is That's how Street Fighter is. I'm like, all right, there's too many people.
They're gonna have a crossover with Smash Brothers.
Please give us some origin. At least give me some origin, so I'll know if I can.
It's like everything is like looking the same for like 10 years straight. On Street. Like it's the same game. They're pulling a GTA on us, except actually making us buy another game.
Yeah.
I haven't bought another.
Yeah.
In a while.
Me neither.
But
what's great?
I'm super excited for is Star Wars.
Star Wars,
yeah.
I'm kind of because it's hard for me to get through the first one for some reason. I downloaded the PS5 version.
It's not even long, and it's super good.
Yeah.
It can be long because there's plenty to explore. But I mean,
and sometimes I'm a trophy hunter.
Yeah. That's the best way to just fill your time. It's just like, fuck it, I'll just get everything I can.
But I am excited for that. We'll touch up on this another time. Like speaking of Star Wars, is Republic. Star Wars Republic, and we'll do that another time.
When they decide to actually do it.
If they would have put that on that list of most anticipated, that would have won.
Well, it's not even clear when it's going to come out yet. So I think it got put on hold for a while. Last time I heard. So
it did. I forgot the reason my boy was talking about it.
Yeah, I'm always.
But even with that, you can choose to be dark or light.
That's always
even
fun.
with that, you can choose to be dark or light. And but with the new Star Wars game that's about to come out, Survivor. I hope you can go more so how you say it, a freestyle fighting style type thing, and it's not just like square.
Yeah, like kind of give it like a what was the samurai game that just came out? One game of the year.
Ghost of Tsushima.
You know how you can switch.
That game.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
like in the books they have their sword styles and stances.
Yes.
It's way more than 3.
That was amazing.
But yeah, that would start.
That was like a perfect game.
Just like that.
So good.
That was
just the.
It was long.
You gotta
nice
say
and long.
Beautiful. It was.
Yep. You're like, I'm at the end. Oh, you're not.
Exactly. And not only that, they're about to make a movie.
Yep.
So
they're like, oh yeah, by the way, I know you got all the mainland done, but there's this whole other island where people are having their minds.
Oh, you're like, and also snow, and also you got the mountains.
The vulture or the raven. I forgot. It was a bird. It was a bird.
But, I'm excited for definitely Star Wars. I've always been more of a Mortal Kombat person than a Tekken person. I love Tekken is still fun, but a die-hard Mortal Kombat guy.
Definitely.
I was better at Mortal Kombat, but I love Tekken more. I give my kicked, and I'm like,
well, and like Mortal Kombat is like one of those games. It's easier to get like your combos done.
Love Mortal Kombat. Love Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. But for me, like my most anticipated game, and it's not coming out for a while. They didn't really talk about it, but anyone that knows me, my favorite game series of all time is Mass Effect. So like anything I see updates about that, I'm like, what is it?
Yeah.
And like that's very much like the game that really got me into gaming the most, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I was way into RPGs way before that as a kid on PlayStation 1. But
I lied. Jack and Daxter. Jack and Daxter was like my first one.
Favorites of all time, like the decision making. You saw how, like, especially in number 3, where like affected him and like his skin would change the colors. Like, it's such a great game.
I have it for my PlayStation, I have it for my Xbox, and I have it for my PC.
gotta have it with you.
Dude, I love the PC version because the mods make it so much better. Like all of the extra textures they add, all of the extra armors and everything, it's just like, oh, so crisp. But man, like, love that game series. So excited for that.
I've been thinking about re-downloading Grand Theft Auto.
We could play that online together. We could totally rob some banks. Like, I'm in.
I haven't. I haven't played it for a while.
Yeah, I haven't played it in probably a year or two. Like, honestly.
Well, and I only ever played it if I wanted the story.
Didn't they promise us a new island?
Us every year, and we're suckers. So all they got to do is promise and be like, well, while you're waiting, just pay for this, and we'll.
Right. Oh yeah, and like here's Red Dead to help you forget about it for a bit.
Yeah, even Red Dead is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, Red Dead 3's coming after the remake of Red Dead Redemption, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Believe it when I see it.
Can't do it.
So I was thinking about going through the Arkhams, but
Great series also.
I'm probably just gonna do the God of Wars first. I got
don't do Gotham Knight.
I kind of got to. I can't really skip.
I'm like, what? Because I know why Gotham Knight flopped the way it flopped, because they didn't. Rocksteady didn't do it.
Okay.
Because Rocksteady did all the other Arkhams, but this one they didn't do.
Yeah, no, like
at least
the way that new one is, the way it's set up, and I like when I watched like the initial gameplay, I'm like, ooh, this feels weird. No,
and not only that, I'm sorry, because Corey, you got a PS5, and how are they going to give us a game? Me and my friend keeps talking about it. How are they going to give us a game? $70, cool. All right, everything looks great, everything, but then it was like, oh wait, it only goes up to 30 frames. I'm not gonna play nothing that's gonna give me no 30 frames per second.
Yeah, like what a waste of time.
and then it's like they're in the studios, and it was like, oh man, like we put all this stuff in, we gave them a city, and we can't push it. They said they couldn't even push it to even go past 30 frames. So they did something wrong to where it couldn't go past 30 frames, and I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not going. I got a monitor. Everything I support is like 240, and I can't. You're gonna give me 30?
Yeah, right. Like, thanks for cheating me. Really appreciate it.
I had to wait.
Thanks for nothing. And that's kind of how it always goes with everything.
Oh yeah.
And we get a new console, they see people just biting at teeth, can't wait for it to come out, and they're like, finished product. Right?
Can't do it.
That's just how it is. What else we got going on? So you wanted to talk about that beautifully done game, Pokemon?
God. Like, I've never felt so cheated. Oh man, like I don't. It's hard to like think of something that has made me more upset, because I picked up Violet the day that they released. and I played it for a bit, and I was just like, my character's falling through the ground. Like, all these characters are getting stretched out. Like, what is this? This isn't like a Pokemon game. So I'm literally just like struggle busting through it. I'm like, I'm uninstalling this, and I'm just gonna reinstall Shield because might as well at this point. And like,
how much did that game run you when it came out? Like,
it was 70.
How much are
That was 70. Yep.
Yep.
I was just like, great, thank you so much for my anticipation just being flopped.
Yeah.
Like we talked about earlier, it gave me that same feeling as like Cyberpunk gave me, where they were like, yo, this is gonna be a great new thing for us. It's gonna run so well, you're all gonna be so excited, and we're all gonna be happy. And it's like, I'm not happy. Like 70% of the people playing this game aren't happy. And like, I understand the patience of like getting bugs fixed and stuff like that, but like, man, this was
Yeah.
That's terrible, man. Like that's our day and age now. It's our era.
Yeah. It's how it is.
It's like,
and it's always those obscure, well, not Pokemon, but like those random obscure games like Cyberpunk, and what was the other one? The mech one.
Like Anthem?
Anthem.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so upset about the game.
Yo, I was so excited for Anthem. I was like, this game was made for me. But they've turned it into too much of an online multiplayer.
Titanfall loving assholes that wanted to give them shit.
Titanfall 2, great game. Yeah, but like, fuck, I was bitter.
another game is going strong, like really, really, really strong. It's Destiny, dog.
Still.
You
would never thought.
I can't get into it. I can't. I try like twice a year. I'm like, let me just download Destiny. Maybe it's me. No, it's not good. I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's me.
It's
not me. Newsflash, it's not me. I'm perfect.
Wait, we got family here. Is that accurate?
No.
I got receipts. A receipt from Anthem or Destiny, and it sucks.
Yeah, like
Anthem sucks too.
I don't mind it.
Dude, I actually installed Anthem like 6 months ago, and just to see what happened. And I got on there. There were only like 4 other people, and I think they were all the people that like worked on the game.
It was like, oh, we have a visitor.
Yeah, because I was like, I enjoyed the aspect of flying around and like shooting shit. Like, yeah, like I did that for a bit, but I was like, oh yeah, now I remember why this didn't do well.
So what else you got?
Yeah, like cool.
I thought we would have put you with that. No.
Like, no. I was like, yo, this is about to be an octane version of like Iron Man, and I'm all about it. But nope.
It was only a dream. What was another flop? Any flops from this year?
No, besides Pokemon, I can't actively think of like a flop. And like, yeah,
it wasn't a flop.
And like going back to that, like I am better because it's a console specific game, but like Call of Duty encompasses everything, even mobile. Like, that is the definition of an online multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Definitely.
I played Splatoon before. It was fun. Like, I enjoyed it, but like, there's more to Call of Duty. Like, there's more customization. There's like everything on the side.
No, man, that really broke my heart. He's like Splatoon 3, and I'm like, what?
And I'm sure everyone there was like,
don't you say that?
Yo.
But the Nintendo people were like, we knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit don't lie.
That's y'all's game. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
And yeah, thankfully I can't think of any other active flops.
No, me neither. It's not.
I thought I had heard that what was it? I'm forgetting the name of it. Forget it. I know it was a pretty big title that came out a few months ago. And I can't find it because I can't remember the name. So,
well,
I just wasted.
My game is my game might be shutting down soon. It's kind of heartbreaking. Maybe. They said they're not going to make any more new content after 2023, but we don't know if it's like officially shutting down. They said Marvel Avengers. So
yeah, I tried to get into it.
It's had.
I love that game. But they promised us like when the conference, I think before COVID in 2019. Yeah, and they said every month or every 3 months we're gonna have new. I think it's every month. We're gonna have new heroes coming, and they tried it. So I don't know what was going on with it. I haven't heard anything after COVID, and it was like, what is happening?
Like people, we can't finish this game.
Yeah, so I'm like, so then they try to pick it up. They was doing world tables. And then, like, saying, "Oh, what's to come? Like, this is what's to come. We're planning on striving 5 plus 10 years of a whole bunch of heroes, and this game's gonna be huge." They were saying all this stuff on there, and now this group, you probably heard of it, Embracer Group, bought them out. Crystal Dynamics, $1 billion group. Now they're sitting down. They haven't said, "Oh, we're gonna shut you down." They're trying to invest to keep them going. But then now I heard the news that they're not going to make new content after 2023. So I just texted my boy. I was like, "Yo, I'm about to delete this game because I don't want to waste my time on spending money for skins or something like that." And they're shutting down. And like I said, this is our era of people shuts down. Like, I don't know if you guys play games and you're like, they shut that down. Like, wow, I can't play this anymore or something like that. And it's a shame because they have the control to do that now.
That's unfortunate.
Of uploading, updating. We don't have control.
On the PlayStation, like, yeah, I played a little bit of that Avengers game because they added it to the PlayStation Plus, like, extra thing, which is their equivalent to, like, the Xbox Game Pass. And
PlayStation Now.
Yeah. And
it's just a streaming service for games, and it's like
no, I'm not talking about PlayStation Now. That's different.
He's saying that they put it on there.
Yeah.
Like,
so like PlayStation Now has a bunch of classic PS2, PS3, and so forth. Well, PlayStation
it has it has new games that didn't sell. And then some new games.
Somewhat.
PlayStation Now early, so people can play it for free if they. A month.
They're not. It's not going to be officially like.
It's like Netflix video games. Right. It's like the Gold Pass, or what is it called?
I wish it was kind of like Xbox, where you're like, "Oh, new game come out. Here you go. Try it out. Like, have fun with it."
Yeah.
But it's not going to be like that.
So like I tried playing it and it glitched out on me in the same level 4 different times. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm getting angry.
Oh man.
You know what?
But I will say, the Guardians of the Galaxy version that they did was actually really fun.
Yeah.
I loved that.
But everybody, some people they loved it, but then it was like, I just wish that you just didn't have to play as Star-Lord. That's it.
I think that's what I enjoyed about it the most. It was the consistency.
Yeah,
instead of having to
I see the benefits of both sides, because I am a type of person. When I was playing it, I was like, it'd be cool if I could do blah blah blah, but it also keeps the creators focused on the task at hand, and we get the best of what the story is going to present to us and stuff like that. Versus like some games, they try to split it up, make you do so much, and then you miss some things, or they try to rush some things.
Yeah.
But no, Marvel's Avengers was great. I remember when it first came out, I used to play it a lot. I hadn't played it in probably the past 2. or whatever it is.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean they just added Winter Soldier. He looks
Right.
awesome. I just his fighting mechanics is kind of like Captain America's a little bit, but he's not bad. But if you guys gonna like, they're gonna stop doing content and stuff. It's just crazy. My boy's like, no, like everybody should write a grievance and stuff, like getting their money back because now all of a sudden you're shutting down. You know, give us a lot of, and I was like, yeah, no, that's true. Like, yeah, it's true. It sucks because I love Marvel period. But now I
Marvel's
gotta wait,
done
so.
it right. Marvel has done it very well. Like everything they've been throwing out, even like their worst, is still better than 80% of what's out there.
Yep. That's,
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they got enough money to make their shit look like gold. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
But you know, I love Marvel too. I love all the comics. I like DC comics, I think, a little bit more than Marvel because it gets a little darker. But Marvel has
They just need
Well,
to do better
Marvel
with their
has
damn
Marvel
movies
has
now.
a lot of dark.
yeah, they have their dark.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, they still got a guy named Logan. So yeah, they got a handful of
That game, I'm so excited for the new Wolverine
game of
Yo,
the year. Game of the year. I'm already saying it in advance.
Yeah,
Game of the
it's stamped. Corey, get a stamp sound.
It's gonna be there.
already calling it. Whenever that, like,
remember the old one?
I love that thing, man. It was so
yo, the
much
old one,
fun.
me,
Too.
PS3.
PS3. Like,
PS3.
so fun with the jump to the helicopter. Like,
Yo,
made them
insane. that detail that they had in the game was unbelievable because when you got shot and stuff, you see the metal
Yep.
skeleton, and I'm like, this
Like,
game, like me and my friend just keeps playing, like we just keep talking about it until this day. He was like, yo, that game was insane.
And Logan is supposed to be in the new Deadpool movie too, because
I mean,
Ryan Reynolds begged Hugh Jackman enough.
Yeah.
supposed
Well,
to
he
be-
did say,
You know, he's already in the trailers.
Mhm.
You know,
yeah, he did say,
had the first teaser. You know, he was
Hugh
talking
Jackman.
about it, and then Logan comes walking through the background of the house.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman said something in Deadpool 2 that made him say, I'm going to be in Deadpool 3. Yeah, I forgot what he said or what he's seen in that movie. And he's like, I'm going to be in Deadpool 3. Like, he said,
Yeah, like
Oh,
that's gonna
God.
be great. That's gonna be so much fun. Like the game and the movie, I'm like, yes.
definitely. Definitely. Can't wait.
So I do have that new Sonic Frontiers game.
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard
I haven't played that yet.
about it, but my buddy gave me the code for it, so I got it for free. I just hadn't played it yet. My son is a Sonic fan.
Okay.
We're gonna play it eventually, probably on
We
Christmas.
just see how you like it. My boy Cher played it already.
Yeah, do you like?
He said it's awesome. He said he thought it was gonna be kind of like more to it. Maybe he gotta play more of it.
I mean, it's
But it's nice. I mean, he said like the graphics. He thought it was gonna be more so kind of like Jump Force graphics.
yeah.
Jump Force, man, that game.
I love that game. I thought it was
It's fun. I enjoy it. It's still in my library, and I'm like, man.
but I still liked it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like shit too. And I know it.
Yeah.
People are like, you sure you want to buy that? And I'm
Like,
like,
yeah.
yeah. He's like, it's shit. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Bro.
Yeah, like
Shut
come
up and
on,
take
like,
my
you
money.
think so, like not everything.
What are you doing?
Not everything. Everybody's not gonna have the same opinion.
It's backwards.
Like, sir, I'm a gaming professional, and I don't know if this is gonna be the right game for you. Don't talk to me like that.
GameStop wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
GameStop wouldn't think you're a gaming professional.
Well, I mean, they're gonna be non-existent soon, unfortunately. Like, I have plenty of fond memories of GameStop, but like, I don't know how long it can really last.
I think they're gonna hold out for a while. They almost went under, and then
Well, and, like,
if I
and then
can
the
help it.
craziest thing, people bought their stock, and all of a sudden they blew up. That was the weirdest thing I'd ever experienced. I was like, oh man, how is GameStop like top of like Dow Jones right now? That doesn't make sense. That's not right.
There was a not scam, it was a scheme.
They did it right. I mean, they did it right.
You know, they pulled the quick crypto scheme on the schemers, basically, is what it was.
Crypto terrifies me.
It's all it is just gambling. It's all it is. I got in, I got out with my little lump sum, and I was good. You know?
And like, yeah, that stuff is beyond me. I'm just like, nope, I don't have the, I just can't.
Too much thought, just a gamble. So,
right?
Do you gamble with money you don't got? No. You gamble with money you just want to have fun with.
Oh man.
Anybody got anything else?
I got one more thing.
Yeah.
I guess I'll say this before I hit sec, but it's funny. I'm pretty sure. No, I always talk about this game. My friend, nobody really about it. I mean, if you're a huge Evil Dead fan, you're gonna know about it. It's that Evil Dead game.
Yo,
that Evil Dead game.
That looks fun. I've seen like the images.
Amazing. And it's so fun because like if you love the movie, you love the show, if you love Ash versus the Evil Dead, that game is the game. And I follow the pages on Facebook, I follow the pages on Twitter. They're always updating the game. They put more stuff into it. Like they're doing skins. They responded to the fans, and I love that because nobody was thinking. I keep asking, yo, you play Evil Dead? Like, did you play Evil Dead? And that game is so fun. You play as a demon. You can play as the survivor. I'm doing a trophy hunter on that game, so I'm at like 80-something%. I'm almost done. But me and my boy, we did a survivors together. It's up to 4 players. And then you go against the demon. You got objectives to do, and you got to overcome the demon, and you win. And you get points and stuff. You upgrade your guy, whatever. So I did everything with the trophies on that, and now I'm to the point where I got to play as the demon. So I'm nervous. Like I started 2 days ago, and I'm like, I don't know what to do because like you don't have an objective but to stop the survivors.
Like,
and you gotta, yeah. You gotta harass them. You gotta do anything to stop them. And it's exactly like the movie, exactly like the show, to where you're nothing but evil. It's not even. You can't see me. Like all you do is hear me. I can possess you. I'm in your face. Like I could possess a tree. Like possess a car.
Yeah,
anything.
That's
so crazy.
That's great.
Don't mind because it'll scare you in the beginning. Like there was times me and I jumped, I screamed because you're not used to it. So, but after you're used to it,
bro,
it's so good.
That'd be good content. Is me playing a horror video game because I'm scary when it comes to.
I love him. Oh, I love him.
And you have to stay together.
I never understood why people just want to play a scary video game. It's
an adrenaline rush, man.
No,
it is, yeah.
That's why I watch movies. But I'm like,
that's why I want to play the Callisto Protocol, which from my understanding, it's more or less Dead Space 4. But
yeah, everybody I've been jamming out on Call of Duty with, my buddy Terrace, who's going to be joining us soon. They've been playing it because he works at GameStop, so he gets all the games for free and shit. Manages a GameStop. Cool. And that's how I got God of War and I got Sonic and shit. I get codes from him.
Oh, sick. Okay.
But
awesome.
Yeah, he's been jamming out on it, and he's like the biggest Dead Space fan of all time. And
so much fun.
So there's like a lot of people talking shit about it, and I was like, so what is your take? Because like I'm starting to think that what I hear everybody says, it sounds like they're just little whiny brats that just
100%.
I want Dead Space. Never gonna recreate Dead Space because I played it. I didn't beat it because I'm scared of those games. It's beautiful. It's like you're not gonna recreate Dead Space. All you can do is just make a game like Dead Space. And he said it's amazing. He's like the executions are some of the best he's ever seen in any game. Like whether you kill somebody or die, like it's like dying in this
The
game
way
is
that
also
people
fun
die.
because it's just so like
I
visual.
have to play it again.
He's like, it's just you talk about Calypso Protocol.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the executions when you die or when you kill somebody else is just so awesome.
I have to play it again.
I was like, give me the code, I'll play it.
It'll be a to be continued for me, guys.
All right, man.
Me.
Oh yeah,
Pleasure to have you on, man. Can't wait for more sessions.
all right,
Yeah, definitely.
all right, man.
All right.
guys, thank you.
Have a good night, brother.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Peace out.